Well, this is a new development, new land formation in North Carolina. Shelly Island makes its arrival off the North Carolina coast, and there are aerial drone images that they show us. This is by Jack Davis. The new island emerging off the North Carolina coast, but whether it remains beyond the summer is anyone's guess. It's crescent shape. It is off the tip of Cape Point, first started to show in the spring. It's now more than a mile long and about 400 feet wide. Quote, it's a dynamic area because of the two different currents, the Gulf Stream and the Labrador Current. The sand is always shifting and moving. End quote. This is what Mark Dodell, the Deputy Superintendent of the Cape Hatteras National Seashore, which overlooks the island, explains. And he goes on to add, a large sandbar has formed off the tip of Cape Point and essentially created a new island. It could continue to grow, or soon it could be completely gone. We don't know. And this is crazy. Visitor Janice Regan said it was just a little bump in April. She and her 11-year-old grandson, Caleb, searched it Memorial Day for seashells. Caleb called it Shelly Island for the seashells, for the many shells they found, and the name has stuck with the locals ever since. As the size of the island has grown, it's attracted more attention from tourists, and officials note that exploring the island is not without risk, because people try to swim there and they could be landlocked there. They could be just stranded there if any huge waves comes and somehow demolishes the sandbar. It's grown, as they say, it's attracted attention from tourists, and officials say it is risky to go there. Although Shelly Island is not far from Cape Point, a powerful current separates the two. Dave Halleck, superintendent of the Cape Hatteras National Seashore, said, walking or swimming in that current should be avoided. Vigilance is required on the island as well. Hooks from decades of fishing might have risen on the sand, said Bill Smith, president of the North Carolina Beach Buggy Association. In addition to the strong currents, aerial drone photos suggest the ocean around Shelly Island has sharks up to 5 feet long and mammoth stingrays. So the sharks up to 5 feet long, they're large dogfish sharks, and they do damage. They can bite your hand or your leg off, or big pieces of it anyway. Smith said, we're worried about shark bites, but we're more worried about drownings. Many have decided a bit of adventure is worth a bit of risk. Travis Phillips, who on Monday was fighting the current in a rubber boat, had this to say as she returned from that trip. She says it was well worth the effort. Phillips said, I love that island. That's where all the shells are. This is on Western Journalism. I'll also leave the site for Google Images. You can see some of the most beautiful pictures of this island by drone footage.